Santini's still clear favourite, 11-4.
Quite a bit of support for Poetic Rhythm there for Fergal O'Brien. 14 into 9 in the foreground. One of a number of horses who've got plenty of experience here. Calais Mad, Ennis Coffee Oscar, others who've had plenty of runs, plenty of battle hardening. Nicky Henderson, however, dominates the market, not just with Santini, but also with Chef des Obeaux and the backed outsider Mr. Whipped.
Yeah, and he's got OK Corral in there as well, who's bred to stay very well and was supplemented for this race. When you consider that the Henderson team had the strength in depth already, the fact that he's been supplemented is quite interesting. Now, I would imagine that was owner-led, and I think it was mentioned in the paper today that it was Barry Geraghty who said that he would be worth a try over this trip, and he's got some really good form. You go back to his bumper days, he was only beaten by York Hill one day, he beat High Bridge on his debut. He's obviously been a bit fragile, but he's an interesting runner. Chef des Obeaux was behind Santini over 2.5 miles earlier on in the year. That piece of form also represented by the Skelton runner here as well, isn't it? Robin Waters, who was third on that occasion. He's got a bit to do to turn it around, but I think he'll probably stay, and he might have a shout. But Santini managed to get the better of the runner-up from the Neptune here last time, Black Op, and that piece of form has obviously been given a good boost, really, because he only found Sam Crow too good. So I think we've got the right market leader, but there is just that little bit of a doubt about stamina, I guess.
And there he is in the colours of Richard and Lizzie Kelvin Hughes, who've tasted festival success before, courtesy of Andy Town in the Martin Pipe a few years ago, and they've got a number of homebreds running here this week. They haven't had the best of luck so far this time round, so I hope for them that Santini can run well. Chef des Obeaux taking a walk in the market. Chris's Dream, Chris, is being quite well backed again. He does look a thorough stayer.
Yeah, first start for New Connections last time out. He won by a mile. Hard to assess that form, but he does look a strong galloper. Fabulous Saga could be a strong stayer as well. He bombed out last time out, but he'd had a very hard race, I think, at Limerick the time before that. And that's a piece of form that's been boosted this week by Delta Work coming out and winning the Pertemps.
Could you fancy a Willie Mullins horse this week?
They've been running all right. And incidentally, that race at Limerick has thrown up future winners of this race, including Penn Hill, Martello Tower and Weapons Amnesty in the past.
Yes, Penn Hill took it last year before repeating yesterday in the Stayers Hurdle. What are we in store for this time round? Nicky Henderson is responsible for the favourite and the second favourite. He won it with Bobsworth, who came back to win an RSA and a Gold Cup. Staying stars of the future on show in the Albert Bartlett. They are walking in for the race immediately before the Gold Cup, and the man to call them here is Mark Johnson.
Cheers, Nick. And as you say, starting slightly downhill here on the run to the first of 3 flights in the back. So now they're creeping towards the starting point. And very well grouped as they walk quietly to face up to the tape, and they're off. And this is the Grade 1 Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle, the Stayers Novice Championship, and it's Fabulous Saga who will lead them on the run towards the first of the 12 flights. Chris's Dream is racing in second, with on the outside Mulcahy's Hill in third position. Quite Keen is Beyond the Law racing in fourth as they cross over the first flight of hurdles, all safely over, with Bally Ward, the back marker of the first flight. Real Steel is also towards the rear of the field, so too Dortmund Park. Santini is in the last 4 or 5 as well, with Calais Mad towards the inner, also towards the rear of the field, together with Ennis Coffee Oscar. All safely over flight number 2 and on now towards the third, and it's Danny Mullins and Fabulous Saga clear by a length and a half. Chris's Dream was over in second, a little low at that flight, and knocking it flat to the ground was Mulcahy's Hill racing in third. Still Quite Keen in fourth is Beyond the Law, followed by Crucial Roll, who's towards the inside in 5th position. Kilbricken Storm is in 6th. Then with the big white blaze on the inside, Poetic Rhythm, who cuts the early corner. He's followed by Calais Mad, also right through on the inside. Making ground on the outer is Robin Waters as they cross over the flight taken on the run up the hill. Santini still in the last trio as they crossed over that flight of hurdles. He only has Dortmund Park and Bally Ward behind him. So now they begin to make the run down the hill, and on now towards flight number 5 in the 14th running of the Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle, and still Fabulous Saga is clear, extending that lead now to 3 lengths. In second is Chris's Dream, and in third Mulcahy's Hill. A break of 2.5 lengths to Beyond the Law, who's racing in a clear 4th position. On the inside, Crucial Roll is just 5th. On his outside, Kilbricken Storm is in 6th. Robin Waters is in 7th. OK Corral improves into 8th towards the outside of Poetic Rhythm, and then towards the outside is Chef des Obeaux, who's racing just in advance of Santini as the leaders cross over the flight taken down the hill. Callet Mad is racing in midfield alongside Torque is Cheap, and Paisley Park also covers that same piece of ground. Next is Tower Bridge as they make the turn into the home straight, and still there's no more than about 15 lengths between first to last, and last at the moment remains Paul Townend aboard Ballyward. But as they come up the home straight for the first time, it's its stablemate, Fabulous Saga, who still leads the way. To Chris's Dream racing in second, and in third is Mulcahy's Hill. In fourth, Beyond the Law, and in fifth, the red, white and blue of Crucial Roll. And then Kilbricken Storm towards the outside. On the inside is Poetic Rhythm as they cross over the flight, which in a circuit will be the final flight of hurdles. They're all safely over and set out now on their final lap of the track. Fabulous Saga out in front by 2 to Chris's Dream racing in second, and in third is Mulcahy's Hill. Closing up in fourth is Beyond the Law, who's raced keenly throughout, followed then by Crucial Roll, and a little bit right there is Kilbricken Storm. A break then of about 3 lengths back to out wide Robin Waters, and towards the inside is Poetic Rhythm. Next is Chef des Obeaux. Mr. Whipped will follow him with OK Corral. Torque is Cheap, who's racing just in advance of Tower Bridge as they head down the back. Next in the field is Ennis Coffee Oscar with Santini towards the wide outside, and then Paisley Park as they go with the first flight taken down the back straight, and now Real Steel has been relegated to last, and now last but one is Dortmund Park. As they race midway down the back straight, going now over flight number 8, and there was a change to the lead as Chris's Dream took the lead, and 1 or 2 have quickly come off the bit. One of them struggling now is Poetic Rhythm, who's been driven along. Another one losing a few places is Crucial Roll, as they've really quickened up now as they've gone down the back straight for the second time. Struggling at the back of the field is Paisley Park, but the leaders are coming back to the field as they climb now towards the top of the hill in the final 3/4 of a mile of the Albert Bartlett, and it is still Chris's Dream with around the outside in second position Fabulous Saga. In third, Kilbricken Storm towards the outside of Beyond the Law, and then on the inside is Poetic Rhythm. It hit a bit of a flat spot, but he's staying on once again. Robin Waters is getting closer, so too is Chef des Obeaux as they went over the flight taken on the rise, and now they're entering the final 5 furlongs and about to swing down the hill. And as they do so, reclaiming the advantage is Fabulous Saga. He lost the lead, but only for a 1/4 of a mile. He's now gone on again by 2.5 lengths to Chris's Dream racing in second, and Kilbricken Storm is now in third. Robin Waters begins to make the run down the hill in fourth. Poetic Rhythm is driven to the inside in fifth. Chef des Obeaux is in sixth. Tower Bridge making the run down the hill in seventh. OK Corral followed then by Mr. Whipped. Santini is driven now to try and get closer towards the wide outside from a long way back. Ballyward is now beginning to check off 1 or 2 rivals. He's just gone past Callet Mad and also Torque is Cheap and Ennis Coffee Oscar, but they're over the second from home, and the leader has slipped the field, and that leader is Fabulous Saga. And Fabulous Saga and Danny Mullins have thrown down the gauntlet in the Albert Bartlett as they make the turn back towards home, and all of a sudden Fabulous Saga has now gone clear by 7 lengths. Kilbricken Storm is giving chase, so too is Robin Waters, OK Corral, Tower Bridge, Mr. Whip and Santini together with Ballyward. They are all staying on from a long way back Dortmund Park. They've still got a furlong and a half to go, and now Fabulous Saga begins to paddle for the first time, and Kilbricken Storm will come alongside as they cross over the 12th and final flight. Kilbricken Storm has jumped the lead. Fabulous Saga now in second, still staying on his Ballyward. So too is Santini. Towards the near side is Tower Bridge. They've got 100 yards to go, and it is still Kilbricken Storm and Harry Cobden out in front, and Kilbricken Storm has taken the Albert Bartlett. He beat into second place OK Corral, Santini in third, and back in fourth came Ballyward.
Colin Tizard has had to wait till midway through Friday for his festival winner, but it comes in the relatively unheralded shape of Kilbricken Storm, who has given Harry Cobden a first festival winner. 33-1 Kilbricken Storm after the 33-1 success of Mahed. The bookies are biting back, the Brits are biting back, and Kilbricken Storm has taken advantage of this race that was broken apart by Fabulous Saga, who slipped the field turning for home and has ended up out of the frame. It was tough going, but Kilbricken Storm had everything it took, Chris.
He did, and a 1-2-3 for the English here, and a race that has turned into a proper stamina test, because at this point Fabulous Saga has gone clear and he's made them stretch a long way from home. He's managed to slip the field, but he's got very, very leg weary late on, but he's got a few of them in trouble at this point. There's good runs in behind from the likes of Robin Waters as well. He's gone out in pursuit a little bit sooner than 1 or 2, but the first one to give chase to him was the eventual winner, Kilbricken Storm, who's taken this at a big price. He's got a bit leg weary up the running, but he's kept on finding plenty, hasn't he?
Of the Henderson quartet, OK Corral has done best in second place, the stoutly bred son of Marla. In third was Santini, who does look a lovely prospect for the future.
Yeah, he's going to make a really nice chaser, and he's a horse that really hasn't had that much racing to this point, isn't he? And